administrative fee. And if you would like to simply request additional time, I think you've probably already been through this with Officer Scott, but there is a $12.50 administrative fee, and you'll have 60 days to pay. My name is Matt Vaughn. I'm an attorney and the hearing officer at the red light appeals hearing here today. So the issue we're going to look at today is whether an infraction occurred. In other words, whether you ran the red light, the light turned red before you got to the stop bar, and you ran through it. And so my job is to review the evidence and facts and apply the law to the facts. So the violations are really only three categories. One is a straight through red, the next is a left on red, and the third and final one is a right on red. There is more discretion with right on red violations. If you go right on red with the red light camera, there is a careful and prudent standard. So with the others, I have very, very little discretion with straight through on reds and left on reds. There's certain specific statutory exceptions, and if you don't meet one of those statutory exceptions, it is a violation, and I have no discretion to use a careful and prudent standard. That only applies to right-hand turns. So the first issue is whether there was a violation. Second, was it justified? And there's a broader defense for right-hand turns. Whether some people will come in and want to argue questions of the law, whether the statute is unconstitutional or unjust, I have no power to rule on that. You're certainly welcome to make those arguments. Just keep in mind that those arguments I cannot do anything about those arguments. I can't rule one way or another. And you can take those sort of arguments to a circuit judge, and that circuit judge will be able to rule on those. As far as the fine amounts, the statutory fine for a violation is $158. That's straight out of the Florida statutes. The statutes also allow the city to levy an additional administrative fee of up to $250. Generally, at these hearings, we cap that at $100. If you only want a payment extension, that's $12.50. That's the administrative fee, and then you'll have 60 days to pay. These are not moving violations, meaning there shouldn't be any points assessed for a red light camera violation. It should not have an effect on your insurance or driver's license. What it will have an effect on is your ability to renew the registration of your vehicle. So it will follow whoever the registered owner is, and when you go to re-register your vehicle, that's when you'll find out that a fine is there and hasn't been paid. There are no transfers of liability during the hearing. When you received the notice of violation, you had the ability to do that, and I'll explain what a transfer of liability is. Generally, in simple terms, that's when the vehicle is registered to one person, and therefore that's why you get the red light violation ticket, but that person says somebody else was driving the car registered to me. And generally, before you show up here, you have to file an affidavit to that effect saying I was not driving the car, this other person was driving the car, and then that other person would be brought in here today to account for the red light violation. So transfers of liability, once you show up here today, those are waived. The instructions for that is on the notice of violation. Any arguments you didn't receive proper notice are also waived once you show up here today for obvious reasons, and you can't appeal any finding here today to the circuit court. Obviously, for anybody, I'd encourage you, if you don't have a legal background, to seek legal advice before doing that. The format is the city will go first, and it will put on its evidence of the violation. You've probably already seen what that evidence is going to consist of. It generally consists of pictures and videos. After the city presents, then you are free to make your argument or cross-examine the witnesses for the city, who will generally be Officer Scott. And then you can proceed with your case. Formal rules of evidence do not apply, meaning there's a little more leeway because this is an administrative setting. Due process considerations do dictate that the hearing be run in a fair and equitable manner. So again, just to kind of recap for you, the major issues is for left-hand turns on red, straight-throughs on red. I generally have very little discretion. Again, it's a statutory exception. It usually involves law enforcement waving you through for things like a funeral procession, or you're getting out of the way of an emergency vehicle. For ride-on reds, I do have more discretion. So that, we call it a California stop sometimes, but it's careful and prudent standard. Whereas if this were not a red light and there was an officer sitting at the red light and you were turning right, you would have to stop, make a complete stop. However, with red light hearings, that is not necessarily the case, but you do have to do it in a careful and prudent manner. So with that being said, it's time to decide whether you want to move forward with your challenge. Again, it's a $158 statutory fine. If you prevail, you won't have any further liability. If you do not prevail, there will be the $158 statutory fine plus a $100 administrative fee, and that will generally be paid within 30 days. So if you want to proceed, we're going to swear you in. And once you're sworn in, there will be a $50 cancellation fee. You want to proceed? Okay.
If I could get you to stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give is the whole truth and nothing but the truth? I do. Thank you.
Ms. Leone? Leon? No. Wynn, okay. Okay, Martha Wynn, gotcha.
Yeah, and you might have to adjust the microphone so we can hear you. Thank you.
Hey, Matt. He's going to be presenting today. This is Officer Seth Balzer.
Okay.
He's going to be presenting today, so.
Okay. Write down your name just so I... W-A-L-S-E-R?
B-A-L-S-E-R.
Okay. We are ready when you are.
I'm Officer Seth Balzer. With me is Officer Steve Strickland and Officer Stacy Scott. This violation is number 124-2300-114-011. The date of the violation was 5/17/2023. The time was 12:49 p.m. The vehicle was a 2021 white Toyota, Florida tag 09 Delta Echo Hotel Juliet 09 DEHJ, as you see in the first photo. As we go to the second photo, this is a straight-through violation. The yellow time was 0.4 seconds. The red time was 1.2 seconds. This was northbound South Florida Avenue at Memorial. The vehicle was traveling 27 in a 40. And we go to the second still photo. You can see the vehicle has entered the intersection. We will show the video. As you can see, the vehicle is before the stop bar, and the light is red, and the vehicle proceeds through the intersection.
Okay, Ms. Walzer, or I'm sorry, Ms. Wynn. You heard my opening about straight-throughs on red. So
Yes.
I have basically no discretion unless you bring forth a statutory exception to the straight-throughs. If it was a right-hand on red, I would have a little more discretion. This looks like a straight-through. It looks like you did run the red light. And you can proceed with your case by either cross-examining the officer, or you can go ahead and just proceed with your case in chief.
Oh, yes, the only reason I contest this is because it was I was in a dangerous position. It put me in a place I could have been hit by another car that was coming. The $250 is worth it if it can save a life. It really is, one life. See, if you notice, I wasn't driving up on that truck. He was a distance ahead of me. And he saw the light, but I didn't see the light. There's no possible way that I could have avoided crossing that light because I had no view. I didn't have a view of that light. I didn't see him. I didn't see it. I saw him, the back of his truck, but I couldn't see that red light. And if maybe he had a sign, I'd go through red lights. But no, I was behind him in a reasonable distance. It was just that little window that he saw it, I didn't. There was just no way I could have avoided that. And if that can somehow be corrected, even a sign on his truck or something, that could save a life, and somebody could stay alive. And I talked to several people, and they said, "Well, we just pay it. We don't. I don't care. I just pay it." But somebody could die, so I just want to make sure that I could have died that day. Because I know sometimes I drive in a hurry trying to make it to somewhere, work. Oh man. And just the light turned green, zip, go away I go.
We kind of get this excuse, I guess, in here a lot, this
Yeah,
explanation.
because it's
Not a
valid.
lot, but from time to time. I mean, there is a solution to the problem. You mentioned putting signs on the back of these trucks. That's
Something, because I could have died that day.
Yeah. So the legislature does mandate a number of things to be on these types of semi-trucks. So that would be something that you can take to the state legislature, and maybe you can ask them to maybe pass something, but again, that's not something I can do here. The solution to the problem, the most practical solution is not to follow close enough to the truck where you can't see red lights, right? Because that's dangerous. And so it looks like, based on the video, while you weren't tailgating the truck, you were
No.
following too closely to where your view was obstructed.
No.
Look, I find myself doing it from time to time, and now that I've done these, I back up, because I know what happens. You can't see that light change, and therefore, if you give yourself enough room to see in front of you, you'll be able to avoid situations like you found yourself in here. A truck in front of you is not one of the statutory exceptions, unfortunately. I explained it's usually law enforcement waving you through for whatever reason. You're getting out of the way of some sort of emergency vehicle. Therefore, I have to uphold the violation. I have no discretion with these straight-throughs or left-hand turns, other than those statutory exceptions. And so I will levy the $158 fine, $100 administrative fee payable within 30 days.
So everybody here know, that's the most important thing. It won't happen to us. That's, it saved a life. One life is all that matters.
I agree, and therefore, I can tell you feel strongly. I would get in touch with, if you feel strongly that a sign on the back of a truck would make a difference, then I encourage you to get in touch with your state legislators, and mention this. I mean, that's the whole purpose of living in this country and being a democracy, is you do have representatives that can be your voice.
That's right. That's right. That one window makes a difference.
That's right.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you. 30 days.
Yeah, I'll take care of it today.
Okay.
We will drag it. We just want to make sure it's known. And just, if this paper,
Usually what would happen is you would just get a notice in the mail, and you wouldn't, so I,
Can't take any payment today, but you'll get a notice and order in the mail, and it'll direct like how you can pay. Yep.
yeah,
okay. Thank you guys very much for your time.
yeah, thank you.
Leone, Sandoval, and Welch. Those are the ones I've got.
All right, next violation will be 124-23-000-48-151. This violation occurred on
It's
2/25.
for, let me just interrupt, just for the record, that's Madeline Marie Leone. If we could just read the name and the violation number. And you don't have to read the whole notice violation number, just the last 6 digits.
Okay.
It's fine.
Violation occurred on 2/25/2023 at 1:17 p.m. The vehicle was a black Nissan, Florida tag November Sierra Yankee Sierra 90 NSYS90. This is a straight-through violation, occurred at northbound Bartow Road at North Crystal Lake. The speed limit is 45 miles per hour. The vehicle is traveling at 48 miles per hour. Yellow time was 4.8 seconds. Red time was 1.4 seconds. Go to the next photo. You see the vehicle is behind the white stop bar and the light is red. And then go to the next. You see the vehicle proceeds into the intersection, and as we will show in the video. We will show it at quarter speed. The light is red in the vehicles before the white stop bar and proceeds through the intersection.
Okay. Looks like this is a no-show. It's a straight-through on red. There's no discretion. That'll be the $158 statutory fine plus $100 administrative fee payable within 30 days.
Next violation is 116842, Jose Sandoval. This violation occurred on 5/25/2023 at 8:20 a.m. The vehicle was a white Land Rover, Florida tag Yankee 04 Alpha November Zulu Y04 ANZ, as you see in the first photo. We go to the second photo. This occurred northbound on Crystal Lake Drive. It's a left turn. Speed limit here is 45 miles per hour. The vehicle was traveling at 23 miles per hour. Yellow time was 4.5 seconds. Red time was 0.1 second. Go to the next still photo. You see the vehicle has proceeded into the intersection. We now show the video. We now show it at quarter speed.
It was close, but he is certainly a left-hand on red, left-hand turn on red. Violation upheld, $158 fine, $100 administrative fee payable within 30 days.
Next is violation 123749 for Gerald Welch. This violation occurred on 6/7/2023 at 8:55 a.m. The vehicle was a blue Toyota, Florida tag Zulu 87 Juliet November Golf Z87JNG, as you can see in the first photo. Go to the next photo. This was a straight through northbound Florida Avenue at Memorial Boulevard. The speed limit here is 40 miles per hour. The vehicle is traveling 30 miles per hour. The yellow time was 4.5 seconds. The red time was 0.5 seconds. As you see in this first photo, the vehicle is behind the white stop bar and the light is red. Go to the next still photo. And the vehicle proceeds into the intersection, as we'll show in the video. It will show it at quarter speed.
This is a no-show?
Yes.
This is Welch?
Yes.
I think they certainly could have made an argument that there's an emergency vehicle that was picked up by the camera. However, they aren't here to tell me what they were thinking, unfortunately. Therefore, I'm going to uphold the violation, $158 fine, $100 administrative fee, payable within 30 days.
That's all the no-shows,
All need to be, yeah.
Is that everybody?
Yeah, no-shows.
Okay. So now we'll move on to the summary dispositions. Okay. The following cases, the individuals have elected summary disposition. For each one of these, there's a fine of $158 plus a $12.50 administrative fee, and they will have 60 days to pay. Long list today. 9276 Albritton. Shindria. 94866 Atkinson Stephanie. 98412 Autry Talisha. 98925 Bear Stephen. 11876 Bailey Christina. 91409 Baker Felicia. 11645 Barton Jalicia. 08062 Battle Wilson Arnell. 92431 Benitez Melvin. 04822 Benitez Melvin. 12247 Brailsford Odette. 08039 Butts Angela. 12916 Campbell Shania. 95459 Capello Desiree. 95814 Charles Sonia. 0903 Kobe Christasia. 01752 Colby Avery Jackie. 01588 Davenport Monica. 96820 Deshazor Kimberly. 07122 Devlatian Diane. 00697 Dodie Curtina. 99998 Dormandy Bobby. 92860 Drawdy Leroy. 15695 Drayton Christopher. 06173 Durant Kinsey. 120745 Escamire Kathy. 93660 Estrada Amaris. 00333 Fisher Carolyn. 11462 Foster Neal. 88520 French Benjamin. 99089 Fussell Alicia. 16156 Gatlin Chapman Kendra. 05415 Giles Norma. 114946 Graham Teresa. 94890 Greaves Jennifer. 103147 Christopher Hall. 105944 Christopher Hall. 16313 Harris Laura. 93017 Heddleson Tiffany. 06900 Heron Shakia. 07031 Hicks Tanisha. 02008 Hill Kimberly. 09177 Hodges Corey. 96374 Hogan Jordan. 95244 Holland Destiny. 12171 Ingram Jarrell. 98719 Jenkins Antonio. 35289 Jenkins Antonio. 02826 Knowles Dale. 98347 Masonette Priscilla. 00556 Martinez Rodriguez Catherine. 11728 McAllister Sanja. 02560 McGowan Vicky. 82564, McClendon Kathy. 85609, Stephen Miller, Stephen. 99717, Mitchell Shantera. 02511, Munoz Alexandra. 22196, Murphy Anthony. 05290, Mikens Casey. 90476, Nason Jessica. 04038, Negron Jose. 12270, Nelson Lacandas. 07460, Parham Erica. 05589, Patterson Jeffrey. 07783, Bedraza Johnny. 98578, Ramos Madeline. 15554, Robinson Makichia. 87597, Romeo Ronald. 06819, Rose Judean. 98065, Santiago Iris. 90781, Stewart Lisa. 102404, Summerall Lacey. 090518, Todd Tiffany. 99329, Trevino Savannah. 12064, Victor Yannick. 07429, Virgil Brittany. 99352, Wobble Daniel. 01596, Walcott Emma. 01950, Walters Tavares. 03386, Weekfall Shakira. 94726, Weston Lovely. 35166, White Cassie. And she, well, 67144, White Cassie. 56386, White Cassie. 16370, Willis Jeffrey. 99006, Wilmuth Jennifer. 84321, Wright Yolanda. And that is all of the summaries.